Alright, so you want to take your seal, drop that in there, and then you have your second one that'll go on top of that. Ideally you want to find something that fits on here really nicely, maybe like a big socket. So I've got a few different size sockets here. So you could just take that, make sure it's facing the right direction. You can see it's starting to go in. You could probably use a rubber mallet or a steel hammer as well. I'm just trying to be really careful. So now this one is in flat. You know, honestly, I think you could get away with just one bearing, but two is extra precaution. So this socket is too big for that opening. Let's see, I've got another one here that looks about like the right size. I should be able to drive it all the way home. You can see it's starting to go down in there a little bit deeper. Just want to double check it every so often, make sure it's going in straight. So far it looks pretty good. I'm going to give it a little tapping over here with the metal, just to try to drive that side down a little bit more. Well, the steel hammer seems to be working a whole lot better than my rubber mallet. Let me see if I can find a socket that'll actually fit down inside that second one. That may be the trick. That one's pretty close. That one fits pretty nice. I'm gonna try this one. Oh yeah, that's the way to go right there. I think we're all the way in. Just about anyways, maybe a little bit on this side. All right, let's put the last one in. This one in here, and I think we'll use our big socket again. That one looks really nice. Okay. So we've got that in. Now there is a way to pressure test these lower units, and I may try to do that before I put it all back together. So we'll see what happens. So this is all done. We'll start putting the lower unit back together now. All right guys, so when you remove this piece, it's just basically in there like this, okay? I just took the two screws out that were here and here, and I kind of rotated it, and then I tapped the back of it with the rubber mallet, and basically this popped out. So to reinstall it, I'm just going to put a little of this white lithium grease on these O-rings. And I'm going to put a little bit on these rubber seals here too. Just give it a little bit of lube there. And then we're just going to pop that right back into place. Fits pretty nice and snug there. So then you're going to take your two bolts, screwdriver, tighten those down. Tighten that down. And if you have an impact, you want to tighten it down that way. Not a bad idea. All right, so now that that's all done, we can reinstall believe this is called the thrust washer. So I'm gonna put a little fresh lube on it too, just cause it'll probably come off in the water, but just to get everything going back properly. Then you can take your prop, put your prop back on, put your spacer back on, make sure it fits in the teeth there. Then you can screw your castle nut down. And basically just want it tight enough for the cotter pin to line up. There you go. Cotter pin's in, prop is in. Next we'll do a water test.